Alright, so let's talk about the SailPoint property service. So essentially what this is doing is authorized users have the ability to make REST calls to this service, and it can return either an application definition or a custom object. At least that's how it's configured right now. So if you follow the instructions here on the setup, in the project you'll find these XML files. You can import these XML files in the order that it says, and then we go in here and look, we can see scope. We have the scope created, and then we have our users. So we did create a user, and the user's rights are pointing to the property service using the property service scope. And we also have here global settings, API authentication. So we made this user the proxy, and here's the client ID, and if you want the secret you would get that by clicking here. And all of that information is needed for the test harness that you can use to run. So once everything is set up, it should just work. So let's try it out. Let's go over to our test. Okay, so we asked for our custom object, and here we got back our custom object. Then we sent an invalid custom object name. We got a 404 not found. Then we asked for an application. So we got back our application. This is a JDBC app, so you're getting all the connection info. As far as the password are concerned, the code is replacing the password with an attribute called cred, and it's decrypted. Of course, you can change that code to do whatever you like, re-encrypt it with some other mechanism or whatever. And then we'll send it an invalid name, and we get back another 404 here. So and that's pretty much how it works. The big part of this is actually in the authorizer. This is where it checks to see if you have the capabilities to run the methods. The trick here is to make sure that you're always calling authorize when you're doing your method calls. The first thing you have to do is run the authorizer, and it'll take care of itself if you're not authorized. So that's pretty much how it's set up. And then of course you can, once you build this zip file, I'm doing it in NetBeans. NetBeans has an ability to create a build where I can add a custom build down here to create the plugin zip file. And then the manifest doesn't really have much in it. It's just the one REST service. So that part of it's not really too bad. And then when you import the plugin, it'll show up here. And that configure is just there as a placeholder. You can change it to make it actually work to calculate the number of requests if you want to, or the number of return objects if you want to make it do more than one. Right now it's only going to do one, so there wasn't any need to set that. And that's pretty much it for the SailPoint property service. So like I said, it can return an application or a custom object. So if you have like another external application and you need connection info that's already in SailPoint, this is how you would get a hold of it. That's it.